So let us start off with the session, guys. My name is Ashwin Ramani. I work as a derivative analyst at Samco Securities. A lot of you guys might be knowing me through the index option buying strategy recommendations, which comes on our Samco app as well as Telegram. So are you guys following all those recommendations? How many of you present here in the session have been actually tracking all the recommendations on a daily basis? So if you could just type it out in the chat box. So you would be seeing something like an index option buying strategy by Ashwin Ramani. Then mainly the index calls is something that I recommend. The stock options are something that the other analyst recommends here. Great, superb. And some of you might be knowing me through videos on Samco YouTube channel as well. So there are a lot of educational videos that I have made that you can, check it out. Great. So today what we are going to do is, what is going to be our agenda for the next 1 hour or so is I am going to teach you a strategy that you can use in index. So when I say index, I am talking about you can use it in Nifty, BankNifty, Finnifty, and even Sensex for that matter. And we are going to discuss an option buying strategy. So is there anyone here who does, how many of you here do option buying on a regular basis? Can you all let me know in the chat box? तो यहाँ पे से कितने लोग हैं जो option buying regular basis पे करते हैं? And before I start, in which language do you want me to do this webinar? Are you okay with me doing in English, or is it Hindi, or do you want a mixture of both Hindi and English? So which language are you guys comfortable in? English, Hindi. So I can see some people have preference in English. Okay. English and Hindi, okay, fine, okay. I think mixture will be good, is what I feel. Great, superb. So how many of y'all actively do option buying, guys? And how's your experience been in option buying? Can you all tell me what are some of the strategies that you guys use in option buying? Like आप लोग कौन से strategies use करते हो index option buying? Because आज के session में in the next 1 hour हम लोग जो सीखने वाले हैं, that is going to be an option buying strategy. Particularly for index, we are not going to talk about any stock specific strategies. और ये index option buying कैसे करना है, I am going to teach you, and we are directly going into the strategy part. We are not going to discuss anything here and there. So there are like 3 or 4 conditions that we are going to see in that strategy. तो जैसे ही ये हमारा conditions meet होता है, then I am going to tell you हम कहाँ पे entry लेते हैं, हमारा stop loss कहाँ पे होगा. And I'm also going to tell you where is our targets going to be. So all that we'll cover. So we'll go right from step to step. So first we'll be talking about all the bullish setups कि आप bullish opportunities कैसे identify कर सकते हैं. And then we'll move to the bearish setup. Then I'll show you some few examples जो हाल ही में जो examples हुए हैं वो examples मैं आपको बताऊंगा. एंड आज का जो पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड था, अगर बैंक निफ्टी का रिकमेंडेशन था, दैट वाज आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन द स्ट्रेटजी दैट आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू नाउ. सो वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ लुक एट दैट एज वेल. एंड टुवर्ड्स द एंड अगर बीच में अगर कोई चीज़ जो आपको नहीं समझ में आ रही है, यू कैन जस्ट लेट मी नो इन दी Q&A बॉक्स. सो आई विल ट्राई टू आंसर. सो वील हैव अ सेपरेट Q&A सेशन फॉर द लास्ट 15 minutes and I'll try to answer your questions as much as I can. Okay, chalo. So let's get started. So these are the 5 things that we are going to see in the strategy, guys. So this so when I talk about multi-confirmation, what does that mean? It's not like हम लोग सिर्फ एक ही parameter देखने वाले. So there are like multiple parameters that we are going to see before initiating a trade. So अभी when I talk about multiple, मतलब कितना multiple? So there are the only 3 things that we need to see. One is price action, which is very much important. So what is this price action here? I think Umesh ji is saying whether we'll get the recording of this session. Yes, definitely Umesh ji. I think the recordings of this session will be provided, so don't worry on that. तो हम लोग जो पहले जो चीज़ देखने वाले हैं स्ट्रैटेजी में, that is going to be fake breakouts and fake breakdowns. Now, can anyone tell me here, guys, what do you understand by a fake breakout or a fake breakdown? I'm pretty sure आप लोग को ये तो आइडिया होगा कि breakouts क्या होते हैं. Let's say the price is moving up, the price makes a high, एंड वहाँ से एक थोड़ा करेक्शन आता है एंड अगेन वो पिछले हाई के ऊपर चले जाता है. सो व्हेनेवर अ रेजिस्टेंस गेट्स ब्रोकन, कैन आई से दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ ब्रेकआउट. सिमिलरली अगर मार्केट में कोई सपोर्ट है, प्राइस नीचे आ रही है, एक सपोर्ट बनाती है, फिर वहाँ से प्राइस ऊपर जाती है, देन अगेन इट कम्स डाउन एंड ब्रेक्स द प्रीवियस सपोर्ट. सो कैन आई से जब पिछला एक सपोर्ट या पिछला जो लो है वो अगर टूटता है, कैन आई से दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ ब्रेकडाउन. So we are aware of what is a breakout and a breakdown. Now can anyone tell me what is a fake breakout and a fake breakdown? I mean, wrong answers are okay. You can, whatever is your understanding about fake breakouts and fake breakdowns, you can let me know in the chat box. So nobody's here, nobody is going to judge you here, so wrong answers are completely fine. But I just want you all to give it a try, think, and do let me know guys in the chat box. So what is your understanding about fake breakouts, guys? So I am just awaiting all your answers. Rama Prasad ji saying rejection of price action movement, false breakout, bullish breakout but does not sustain. Absolutely right. now मुझे सच बताना कितने लोग के साथ ऐसा हुआ है. मान लो आपने एक रेजिस्टेंस देखा है, आपको एक ब्रेकआउट भी दिखा है, द प्राइस हैज मूव्ड पास्ट दैट रेजिस्टेंस, और आप ब्रेकआउट देख के आप एक एंट्री लेने के सोचते हो, आप ट्रेड में उतर जाते हो, और जैसे आपने ब्रेकआउट पे आप ट्रेड लेते हो तुरंत से प्राइस उल्टा चला जाता है. कैन आई से ऐसा कितने लोग के साथ ऐसा हुआ है, फिर ब्रेकआउट में आप एंटर कर जाते हो और फिर वही से रिवर्स हो जाता है मत. फ्रीक्वेंटली सही प्रदीप जी. एंड सिमिलरली ब्रेकडाउन पे आपने एक सपोर्ट आइडेंटिफाई किया और सपोर्ट टूटता है, ऑटोमेटिकली immediately the price reverses and it goes above. Fake breakdown. So why not turn this into a trading opportunity? So पहले चीज जो हम लोग देखेंगे कि फेक ब्रेकआउट फेक ब्रेकडाउन को आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करते हैं. सो आई विल टेल यू अ वे टुडे. फिर फेक ब्रेकडाउन फेक ब्रेकआउट तो हमें प्राइस एक्शन से मिल गया. नाउ हाउ डू वी कंफर्म दिस? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू ऑल आर अवेयर ऑफ RSI divergence? So it's a matter of just 10-15 minutes. Once you are clear about these topics, understanding that setup will be very easy. कितने लोग यहाँ पे रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ इंडेक्स, देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ डाइवर्जेंस, एक होता है बेरिश डाइवर्जेंस, एक होता है बुलिश डाइवर्जेंस. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू ऑल आर अवेयर अबाउट दिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डाइवर्जेंस गाइस? यू ऑल कैन लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स. Great, I can see Prince G saying yes. What about others? Only one? I can see there are 200 people in this webinar and I see only a couple of them replying in the chat box. What about others guys? Rama ji saying yes, Gaurav ji, superb, great. Even if you are not aware of it, it's completely fine. We'll see what is an RSI divergence. इससे आप एक extra confirmation कैसे ले सकते हो? This is the first level of confirmation. The second thing that we are going to discuss is how many of you all are aware of candlestick patterns. I am pretty sure ये तो शायद आपको मालूम ही होगा कि there is a hammer pattern, there is a shooting star pattern, then एक bullish engulfing होता है, bearish engulfing होता है, there is evening star, morning star, all these basic candlestick patterns. You don't have to remember those 20-50 candlestick patterns, just basic जो 5-10 जो important patterns है which keeps occurring on a regular basis, that is important. And the last that we are going to see is option chain analysis. How many of you all have actually seen an option chain here? You know, there is this call side and there is this put side. फिर there is something called as open interest. Then put side में कुछ open interest करके होता है. Then you look at option chain from a writer's, that is your seller's perspective, not from your buyer's perspective. तो उससे हम लोग support resistance कैसे identify करते हैं, that we are going to see. Based on all these parameters, then we'll see कि entry लेना है कि नहीं लेना है. Now ये 5 पैरामीटर्स देख के ऐसा थोड़ा इंटिमिडेटिंग लगेगा कि ये सब इतना जल्दी कैसे हम लोग देख सकते हैं, बट आई विल मेक इट वेरी इजियर फॉर यू. सो कैन वी स्टार्ट ऑफ विद द बुलिश सेटअप फर्स्ट? इज एवरीवन विद मी? लेट मी नो गाइस इन द चैट बॉक्स. So remember these conditions: fake breakouts, fake breakdowns, RSI divergence, candle patterns, and option chain analysis. And the fifth one will be our entry part. Superb. Chalo. Now let us start off with the bullish trade setup first. Now, bullish trade setup आप कैसे identify करोगे? Now, like I said, it's an index strategy. तो आपको focus किस पे करना है? आपको focus करना है Nifty, BankNifty, Finnifty या Sensex. So these are, we are not going to focus on stocks. सिर्फ index में अपना काम होगा. Now you might ask me sir, time frame कौन सा देखना? You can look at 5 minutes. अगर आप complete beginner हो, I would say you start with 5 minutes time frame, because ये intraday strategy है. ये डिलीवरी या पोजिशनल स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं है, मतलब जिस दिन हमने ट्रेड लिया उसी दिन हमें ट्रेड क्लोज भी करना है। द ट्रेड माइट लास्ट फॉर 10 मिनट्स, 15 मिनट्स, 1 आवर, मैक्सिमम 1 आवर, उससे ज़्यादा ये ट्रेड नहीं टिकेगा, बिकॉज इट्स मोर लाइक अ स्कैल्पिंग ट्रेड। आपको अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी एकदम जल्दी मिलेंगे एंड योर एग्जीक्यूशन हैज टू बी इक्वली क्विक एज वेल। Now what is the first thing that you need to see? Now look at this price chart very carefully, guys. So this is my Nifty 50 1 minute chart. Time frame you can look at 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute. 1 minute only if you are absolutely comfortable. अगर आपका 2-3 साल का experience है markets में, if you are okay with those volatile moves that happen in 1 minute, then you go for 1 minute. अगर आप 1 minute से comfortable नहीं हो, you can look at 5 minutes as well. I won't say go for 15 or 30 because आपका frequency of you getting the trades is much lesser in a higher time frame compared to a smaller time frame. But आपको 3 or 5 minutes में maybe on a weekly basis, now that we have expiry on a daily basis, आपको 2-3 trade भी मिलेंगे and you can actually make you can actually find a good trading opportunity here. Now look at this chart carefully, guys. You can see that let me take my marker. You can see that the price is in a downtrend. The price has made a low here. After making a low, the price has gone up. Then again the price has come down. Do you see there is a breakdown here? This red candle has broken the previous low. Is everyone able to see here? Let me know, guys, in the chat box. So there the price has made a low, the price has gone up, and again there is a breakdown here. Do you all see a breakdown? I want everyone to answer, guys, in the chat box. Just a second. Okay. Yes, so you see the price has come down, it has made a low, it has given a breakdown, and what has happened in the next candle itself, guys? ये एक low point था, ये low point टूटा, and immediately can I see ये price ये low point के ऊपर close हुआ. Can you all see there is a classic fake breakdown here? यहाँ पे हमें ब्रेकडाउन पे ट्रेड नहीं लेना है, वी आर वेटिंग फॉर अ फेक ब्रेकडाउन हियर. तो पहले ब्रेकडाउन होने दो एंड देन इमीडिएटली वो फेक ब्रेकडाउन होना चाहिए. अगर ऐसा हुआ कि ब्रेकडाउन हुआ, थोड़ा नीचे गया, कंसोलिडेट हुआ, फिर ऊपर गया, नो, वी आर नॉट लुकिंग एट दोस केसेस. एक लो मिला आपको, वहाँ से करेक्शन आया, देन लो के नीचे देयर इज अ ब्रेकडाउन एंड इमीडिएटली द प्राइस रिवर्सेस हियर. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई. Is the fake breakdown part clear, guys? If you all can let me know in the chat box. Because let's take it step by step, because अगर आपको ये setup समझ में आ गया, then understanding the examples will be much easier. So fake breakdown is clear. So are we going to trade only on the basis of fake breakdown? No. ये तो आपका सिर्फ first level of identification हुआ है. After you get a fake breakdown, the next thing that you need to do is okay. Now this is what I was talking about, RSI Divergence. Now what is RSI? RSI is nothing but relative strength index. Now you might be knowing about 70 and 30, एक overbought होता है, एक oversold होता है. I'm not getting into the basic details of what an RSI is. It basically tells the strength of the market कि जो current trend है उसका strength क्या है. Is the strength of the current trend is strong or is the strength of the current trend is weak? Now you see what is happening here. यहाँ पे हमें एक fake breakdown मिला था. Let me take my mouse again. So this was a fake breakdown. Do you see that the price is making a lower low? Where the price has made a low, it has gone up and again it has come down. Do you see the price has made a lower low formation here? And at the same time, see what the RSI is doing. And RSI is का default settings है 70-30. You don't have to change any settings here. Look at this. So RSI has made a low here and the next low is higher than the previous low. Do you see a higher low formation in RSI? यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो क्या हो रहा है, प्राइस नीचे की तरफ जा रहा है, बट RSI देखो कौन सी तरफ जा रहा है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ पॉजिटिव डाइवर्जेंस और यू कॉल इट एज अ बुलिश डाइवर्जेंस हियर. अंडरस्टूड दिस RSI पॉजिटिव डाइवर्जेंस? लेट मी नो, गाइज, इन द चैट बॉक्स. तो सबसे पहले हमें फेक ब्रेकडाउन मिला. फेक ब्रेकडाउन के साथ हमें क्या देखना है? हमें देखना है कि एक RSI बुलिश डाइवर्जेंस है कि नहीं. is this RSI divergence. So what happens in a bullish divergence? So you will have a lower low formation. The second low is lower than the first low. So this is a lower low, and RSI में क्या होता है? The second low is higher than the first low. तो price नीचे की तरफ जाता है and RSI ऊपर की तरफ जाता है. So is this RSI divergence part clear? Great, Sandeep ji saying got it, understood RSI divergence. तो सबसे पहले हमने क्या देखा? Fake breakdown. Fake breakdown is supported by what? RSI divergence. Now let's move to the third step. Now fake breakdown मिला, RSI bullish divergence मिला. At the same time, what we need to see is that candlestick pattern. Now ये bullish मतलब bearish से bullish होने का ये एक indication है. So obviously at the support you have to look for a bullish candlestick pattern. Now I am circling this candles here. Can anyone tell me what kind of a candlestick pattern do you see here? यहाँ पे आपको कौन सा candlestick pattern दिख रहा है? I think it's a very easy answer. अगर आपको थोड़ा basic समझ भी होगा candlestick patterns में, it will be very clear here. Very good, Shivam ji saying a bullish engulfing candle. Just because मैंने लिखा है bullish engulfing कि सच में आपको लग रहा है कि ये bullish engulfing है. I think Rajesh ji is saying a morning star. If you consider 3 candles, then it's a morning star. Now what happens in an engulfing? ये जो green color का body है, वो पिछले जो red color का body है उसको completely cover करता है. Engulfing is what? Completely covering or engulfing. मतलब पूरा उसको cover कर देता है where the green is covering the red. Now how many confirmations do we have, guys? What was the first confirmation that we got? Let us quickly summarize whatever we have learned until now. सबसे पहले हमने क्या देखा है? सबसे पहले हमने फेक ब्रेकडाउन आइडेंटिफाई किया. यस, एक लो था, प्राइस ऊपर गया, फिर से वो लो टूटा है, इमीडिएटली वो लो के ऊपर क्लोज हो गया. वो लो के साथ हमें क्या मिला? What was the support that we got along with that low? Can I say RSI positive divergence? Where price तो नीचे जा रहा है, but RSI showing some signs of a reversal here. देखो RSI गिर नहीं रहा है. Both RSI and price they both move in tandem. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? The price is falling, but the RSI is slightly going upward. So there is a kind of a potential trend reversal. And along with an RSI divergence, what is the other thing that we are seeing? It's a candlestick pattern. In this case, it's a bullish engulfing pattern. शायद यहाँ पे आपको हैमर मिले, या मॉर्निंग स्टार मिले, या आपको ड्रैगन फ्लाई दोजी मिले, या आपको बुलिश हरामी मिले. So there are so many candlestick patterns, but ये जो basic candlestick patterns की अगर आपको समझ है, then it's fine. Are these 3 conditions clear, guys? I want everyone to give me a heads up in the chat box. Is everyone with me? I hope आपको समझ में आ रहा हो. All 3 is clear. Now what is the last confirmation that we need to see? So there is one last thing that we need to check before we take a trade here. Great, I can see almost everyone typing a yes. Now the last condition is you have to see कि just a second. Now you have to see ये कितने दिन के टाइम में देखना. अरविंद जी, like I said, the time frame has to be either 5 minutes, 3 minutes or 1 minute. अगर आप 1 minute में इतना comfortable नहीं हो तो आप 3 minutes या 5 minutes भी आप देख सकते हो. Now just a second, guys. Now can you all see ये जो fake breakdown है वो कौन से level के वहाँ पे मिला है हमें? You can see the prices here on the extreme right side of my screen. ये जो fake breakdown है, जो RSI divergence है और जो candlestick pattern है, around which level have we got this? So when I talk about levels, मतलब Nifty का price क्या चल रहा है उस वक्त. So you can clearly see it's near about 20,024. Correct? अगर 20,024 है, look at, अगर सपोर्ट देख रहे हो तो उसके एक लेवल नीचे देखना. मतलब don't look at 20,050 but look at 20,000. Now all you have to do is you have to look at 20,000 strike price. So let me show you this thing here. How many of you know this website, guys? Niftyoidata.com. कितने लोग ये वेबसाइट के बारे में जानते हो? It's a free website where you can actually check live option chain. The same option chain is available on our Samco platform as well. So आप ऐप के थ्रू भी देख सकते हो option chain, आप वेब के थ्रू भी आप देख सकते हो. But this will be much easier for you if you have like 2 tabs open. अगर आप वेब वर्जन में हो तो this way of option chain will be, because ये हर 5-5 मिनट में आपको डिफरेंस बताता है. So if you want to know what has happened from 9:15 to 10:15, you can see that. If you want to know last 2 hours में क्या हुआ है, या last 5 minutes में क्या हुआ है, 30 minutes में क्या हुआ है, yeah, this is real time. It gets updated. So depends on the time frame that you want to see. अगर आपको last 5 minutes में क्या हुआ है वो देखना है, last 15 minutes में क्या हुआ है वो देखना है, so this will actually help you. So the site is Niftyoidata.com. So now tell me guys, how do you understand an option chain? अब option chain को कौन से व्यू पॉइंट से देखते हो? Do you see it from a seller's perspective or do you see it from a buyer's perspective? So यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो, so the blue bars that you see, they are on call writers. Yes, so option chain हम लोग sellers perspective से देखते हैं. Sellers are nothing but writers. Call writers, like call sellers who are the bears, and then there are put sellers or put writers who are the bulls. तो ये जो ब्लू बार्स है, दोज आर योर कॉल राइटर्स, और ये जो पिंक बार्स है, दोज आर योर पुट राइटर्स. नाउ व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ पुट राइटर्स गाइस? आई एम आस्किंग यू वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन. इफ आई सी दैट एट अ पर्टिकुलर स्ट्राइक प्राइस, if there are more put writers than the call writers, what does that mean? Does that mean that the price is going to hold 20,000 and go above, or the price is going to break 20,000 and go below? If I see that there are more put writers than the call writers. And okay, I can see support. Arun Kumar ji saying support, Shivam ji saying go above. Very good, great. अगर एक ही स्ट्राइक प्राइस में देख रहा हूँ कि there are more call writers than the put writers, now what will you expect the price to behave? कि यहाँ पे प्राइस सपोर्ट लेके ऊपर जाएगा या प्राइस सपोर्ट तोड़ के नीचे जाने वाला है? ग्रेट, विकास जी से, राजेश कुमार जी से डाउन साइड, करेक्ट. अगर कॉल, द फंडा इज वेरी सिंपल. इफ देर आर मोर कॉल राइटर्स देन द पुट राइटर्स, द प्राइस इज सपोज टू गो डाउन. नॉट दैट इट विल गो डाउन, but if there are more put writers than the call writers, then the price will take support and it will go up. Now let's come to our strategy here. Just give me a minute. Okay. Now around which level did we get this fake breakdown? We just saw we got this fake breakdown around 20,000 levels, right? अब आपको क्या देखना है, उसी टाइम में आपको लास्ट, मतलब जब ये फेक ब्रेकडाउन बन रहा है उसके 5 या 15 मिनट पहले, यू जस्ट हैव टू सी व्हाट ऑप्शन एक्टिविटी हैज हैपेंड नियर अबाउट 20,000. आइडियली क्या हुआ रहना चाहिए 20,000 में? व्हेन यू हैव गॉट अ फेक ब्रेकडाउन, यू हैव अ बुलिश पैटर्न, यू हैव एन RSI पॉजिटिव डाइवर्जेंस. आइडियली 20,000 में हु शुड बी विनिंग द बैटल हियर? Is it the put writers who should be winning the battle, or is it the call writers who should be winning the battle? मतलब आपको क्या सिग्नल चाहिए ऑप्शन चेन से? It gets refreshed after every 3 minutes, but you can keep a check on हर 5 मिनट में, 10 मिनट में क्या हो रहा है. You can actually go through that site and see. Great. अरुण कुमार जी saying put writing ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. मल्लिकार्जुन जी saying put writers absolutely spot on guys. अगर मैं देख रहा हूँ कि मुझे फेक ब्रेकडाउन मिला है, एक बुलिश कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न है, RSI पॉजिटिव डाइवर्जेंस है, और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि जो सपोर्ट है, मेरा इमीडिएट सपोर्ट है 20,000, वहाँ पे मैं देख रहा हूँ कि देर आर मोर पुट राइटर्स देन दी कॉल राइटर्स, एक फेयर चांस है कि शायद यहाँ पे प्राइस एक सपोर्ट लेके एक बाउंस बैक दे सकता है. सो आर ऑल दीज 4 कंडीशंस क्लियर? Now when you get all these 4 conditions, ये आपको एकदम रियल टाइम में चेक करना पड़ेगा, because your execution has to be quick, your identification of trade has to be even quicker. Now once you get this candlestick confirmation, now candlestick में there is one thing that is very important guys. Can you all tell me what is that important? आप जैसे ही कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न बनता है वहाँ पे हम ट्रेड लेते हैं, उसके साथ एक कंफर्मेशन के लिए भी रुकते हैं. Let's say you get a hammer or an engulfing or a morning star. Should we just trade based on a pattern, or it's always better to wait for a confirmation? Yes. Now you see what has happened here. So यहाँ पे हमें bullish engulfing मिला है. And do you see the next candle has closed above this bullish candles high, bullish engulfing candles high? यहाँ पे bullish engulfing मिला है. और जो बुलिश एनगल्फिंग का जो हाई है, मतलब जो भी कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न है उसके हाई के ऊपर अगर क्लोज होता है, हियर यू कैन सी, वहां पे हम एंट्री लेंगे. सो दिस विल बी आवर एंट्री पॉइंट. सो तो 4 कंडीशन चाहिए: फेक ब्रेकडाउन, RSI पॉजिटिव, कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न, पुट राइटर शुड बी मोर देन द कॉल राइटर्स, और जैसे ही कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न मिलता है उसका नेक्स्ट कैंडल एक कंफर्मेशन चाहिए. सो दिस इज वेयर यू विल एंटर. नाउ एट द टाइम ऑफ एंट्री गाइज, उस टाइम में प्राइस क्या चल रहा था? सो व्हेन यू एंटर्ड, ऑब्वियसली योर सपोर्ट वाज एट 20,000, बट ऑब्वियसली थोड़ा प्राइस तो बढ़ा है. सो एट द टाइम ऑफ एंट्री व्हाट वाज योर प्राइस योर? So there is no pre-coded candlestick pattern in Samco app, Vishnuji, but obviously you can look at these candlestick patterns, but RSI is available. So you can open the chart on our Samco app, can go to indicators and apply the RSI here. The candles are available. I mean, you won't get a candlestick pattern specific. ठीक है? Now what was our entry price here guys? जब हम लोग entry ले रहे थे उस टाइम में प्राइस क्या चल रहा था निफ्टी का? Can I say the Nifty had already moved towards 20,040 levels? Come on guys, I want everyone to answer in the chat box. Where is our entry point? Can I say at the time of entry, Nifty was at 20,040? Now tell me, अगर 20,040 के आसपास हमारा entry है, तो which is the strike price that is nearest to the entry price here? Can I say 20,050? So you can either go with a 20,050 call option or you can go with a 20,000 call option as well. आप 20,000 भी ले सकते हो, 20,050 भी ले सकते हो. And which expiry are you going to select? Always stick with weekly expiries. मतलब आप जिस week पर हो उस week का ही expiry लेना, because उसमें liquidity काफ़ी ज़्यादा होता है compared to the monthly expiry or even next week expiries. Is the entry part clear guys? If you all can let me know in the chat box if the entry part is clear. Super. If entry is clear, now where is your stop loss? मतलब ऐसा कौन सा लेवल होगा जहाँ पे आप बोलो कि ठीक है मैंने इतना सारा कंडीशंस देख लिया, एंट्री भी ले लिया, बट ये होने पर मेरा व्यू गलत हो जा रहा है. तो वो वाला लेवल कौन सा होगा? जो आपका जो कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न बना है ना, जहाँ पे आपको फेक ब्रेकडाउन मिला है, ये लेवल पे उसी के 2-3 पॉइंट नीचे आप अपना स्टॉप लॉस रख दो. अगर मान लो आपने यहाँ पे 20,050 कॉल ऑप्शन दिया है और मान लो प्राइस नीचे आता है और आपके लो के 2-3 पॉइंट के नीचे चला जाता है, फिर से एग्जिट योर पोजीशन गाइज. इट्स फाइन, बिकॉज यहाँ पे आपका स्टॉप लॉस बहुत ही छोटा है. सो यू डोंट हैव टू वेट फॉर अ बिग स्टॉप लॉस योर वी आर ट्राइंग टू सी इफ वी कैन एक्चुअली एंटर एट द टॉप एंड बॉटम. उसके लिए हम लोग 3-4 कंडीशन देख रहे हैं, बिकॉज अगर आपका ये चल गया यू माइट गेट अ वेरी गुड ट्रेंडिंग मूव. नहीं चला तो योर स्टॉप लॉस इज स्मॉलर हियर. सो फ्रॉम 20,040 20,020 सो you'll have a stop loss around 20-30 पॉइंट्स. अगर आप एट द मनी लेते हो और आपको डेल्टा के बारे में मालूम भी है, सो डोंट वरी, वी माइट कवर दैट इन आवर नेक्स्ट वेबिनार्स एज वेल. वील हैव अ सेपरेट सेशन ऑन ऑप्शन ग्रीक्स. सो अराउंड 20-30 पॉइंट्स मूव में प्रीमियम का मूवमेंट विल बी अराउंड 15-16 पॉइंट्स. सो अगर एक स्कैल्पर है, अगर आप स्कैल्प ट्रेड करना है तो दैट विल बी वेरी इजियर फॉर यू. सो इज दैट एंट्री एंड एसएल क्लियर? सो डोंट कीप अ बिग एसएल. ये बस जो लो है उसके 2-3 पॉइंट नीचे आप एसएल रखना. एंड व्हाट अबाउट टारगेट्स गाइस? सो आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ कीपिंग एन ओपन टारगेट. यू नो, आई डोंट लाइक कीपिंग अ फिक्स टारगेट कि चलो 10 का रिस्क है तो 10 का रिवॉर्ड लेते हैं, या 10 का रिस्क है तो 20 का रिवॉर्ड लेते हैं. बिकॉज लेट योर विनर्स रन, कीप योर लॉसेस स्मॉल. आपका एसएल फिक्स करके चलना, जब तक वो ऊपर जा रहा है कीप ऑन राइडिंग एंड कीप ऑन ट्रेलिंग द स्टॉप लॉस. मतलब थोड़ा ऊपर चला गया 10-20 पॉइंट, ट्रेल योर स्टॉप लॉस, और 20 पॉइंट ऊपर जाता है, ट्रेल योर स्टॉप लॉस. सो इसमें क्या होगा ना, रादर देन अगर आपका लॉस भी होगा, योर लॉसेस विल बी स्मॉल बट योर विनर्स विल बी बिग. सो इवन इफ यू आर हैविंग एन एक्यूरेसी ऑफ ओनली 20-30%, बट अगर आप अपने विनर्स और लूजर्स को अच्छी तरह से मैनेज करो, सो फॉर एवरी टाइम यू लूज 1 यू आर मेकिंग 2. So even with a lower accuracy, you will be still be able to make money in option buying here. Is this entry, exit and stop loss part clear guys? या अगर आपको 1:1 या 1:2 भी follow करना है, you can do that. So there is no hard and fast rule. Ideally don't go for 1:1, 1:1.5 या 1:1.2 रखना, 1:2 रखना. 1:1 में क्या होगा ना, फिर then you need to have a good accuracy. You need to have an accuracy of 60-70%. ताकि 3 लॉस हो गए तो भी चलेगा, एटलीस्ट 7 ट्रेड में विन हो। बट इफ यू वांट अ लोअर एक्यूरेसी, you need to manage your winners and losers well. So some of the recommendations that you see on Telegram that I post on index option buying are through this setup, because I continuously monitor all 3 indexes, and जब ये setup आता है, that is how the recommendations go in. So the other ways, अगर आपको monitor नहीं करना है तो obviously there is a recommendations here. You can always join our Telegram channel, and अगर आपके पास Samco account है तो obviously आपको notifications आता ही होगा. तो that is the thing here. So is this bullish trade part clear? If you all can, यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं संदीप जी is asking, can we see put call writers count for this example? We can see that, but ये December वाला चार्ट है संदीप. अभी जो 20,000 में जो हुआ है वो activity will be different than the one that would have happened here. मेरे पास इस दिन का call put activity नहीं है, but I have one live example संदीप जी, जो आज का ट्रेड था बैंक निफ्टी का जो मैंने दिया था, that was based on this logic only, and I'll show you the chart here कि आज क्या हुआ, ठीक है. I hope the शिवैया जी, I'll show you on a 5-minute time frame. आज का ट्रेड was on 5 minutes only. So वो एक लाइव एग्जांपल मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. You said this for intraday trade while your recommendations come a day before. No Vishnu ji, I think all my intraday recommendations are on that particular day only. I mean, I don't know which recommendation. Are you talking about index option buying recommendations, right? Like आज का जो था मैं आज ही दिया, and there's a closure which has happened today itself. ठीक है? Is the bullish trade setup clear, guys? Can we move on to the bearish trade setup now? अगर bullish trade setup आपको एकदम clearly समझ में आ गया, then bearish trade setup is even more simple. जो हमने किया बस उसका एकदम उल्टा करना है. So I'll show you. Sivaya ji is asking, is it a cumulative OI or the OI building up around 20,000 in this case? Sivaya ji, you have to look at the change in OI here, not the total OI. So let's say in an option change, so there is a total OI and change in OI. You just have to see last 15 minutes में क्या OI change हुआ है, whether there are more put writers who have added on, or is there more call writers who have added on. So you just need to monitor that option activity in the last 5 or 15 minutes here. ठीक है? Can we go for the bearish trade setup, guys? If you all can, let me know in the chat box. I hope you got a hang of this strategy. I hope आपको थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा हो कि ये fake out strategy you can call it, कि हम इसको कैसे यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, चलो. Now let's go to bearish trade setup. Now bearish setup is exactly opposite of bullish setup. Bullish setup में हम लोग fake breakdown देखते थे. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या देखेंगे? Here we are going to look at a fake breakout. Now what is the condition for a fake breakout? एक high है, then the price goes for some correction, then again there is a breakout. मतलब पिछले high के ऊपर जाके वो break करता है. And we are not going to trade breakouts here. जैसे ही breakout देता है, immediately we have to look for the price closing below this high. मतलब एक fake breakout होना चाहिए. Remember, we are not trading breakouts and breakdowns. We are looking for that fake scenarios. जहाँ पे fake breakdown हो या fake breakout हो. Can you all see a classic fake breakout here? है कोई green candle. मतलब यहाँ पे हुआ होगा क्या ना कि let's say high है. So people would have marked their high and low. जैसे ही high के ऊपर जाता है, यहाँ पे सबने enter किया होगा. तो people would have entered into a buy trade. तो जैसे ही buy trade किया होगा, प्राइस वहाँ से नीचे आ गया तो सबका stop loss trigger होगा. They will exit and fresh short positions will be created. What will happen in that case? जो buy positions exit कर रहे sell करेंगे और fresh sell करे क्या करें, वो भी नया sell positions add करेंगे, because of which the price is going to fall here. So that is the whole logic behind it, wherein you are playing with the psychology of the markets here. Now is the fake breakout clear? यहाँ पे एक high है, इसने एक breakout दिया है, and breakout के बाद there is a fake breakout here. Now tell me guys, along with the fake breakout, what is the first level of confirmation that I need? Fake breakout के साथ हमें और क्या चाहिए? It's very easy, you know the steps. Fake breakout, RSI, candlestick and option chain. तो RSI में हमें क्या मिलना चाहिए? So this is your RSI here guys. You can see the price has made a higher high. The second high of price is higher than the first one. मतलब price has made a higher high. At the same time, you see what the RSI has done. RSI का जो second high है ना, it is lower than the first one. So RSI, the price is going up, but the RSI is going down. So RSI is, indicating towards some kind of a possible trend reversal. By the way guys, ये सब conditions देखने के बाद जरूरी नहीं है कि trade profit ही हो. ये सब देखने के बाद loss भी हो सकता है. I'll show you that case as well कि ऐसा इतना सब देखने के बाद भी the trade can still go wrong, and that is why we have stop losses in place. Bakulji is asking what is the RSI setup for 1 minute candle. Default RSI setup, Bakulji, same 70-30. Anyway, we are not going to see overbought and oversold. हमें सिर्फ RSI divergence देखना है. So 70-30 default setting, आप इंडिकेटर में जाके RSI ऐड कर दो और आपका जो default setting है वही होगा. So is the RSI bearish divergence part clear? Price has made a higher high and you can see the RSI has made a lower high here. हाँ, ये 1 minute chart है, right? So you can, संजय जी is asking ये 1 minute chart है. Yes संजय जी, 1 minute में आपको ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज काफ़ी ज़्यादा मिलता है, बट उसके लिए वन ड्रॉबैक इज यू नीड टू बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ द सिस्टम. 5 minutes आप देख सकते हो. सी यू कैन यूज दिस इन डेली टाइम फ्रेम, वीकली 30 minutes एज वेल, बट उसमें आपको डेली ट्रेड करना है तो 1 minute 3 minutes में आपको मिल सकता है, बट 5 minutes 15 minutes में आपको डेली ट्रेड्स नहीं आएंगे. मे बी वंस अ वीक और लेट्स से इन अ मंथ यू माइट गेट 5-6 गुड ट्रेड्स, दैट्स इट. तो इट डिपेंड्स, आप देखो कि आपको कौन सा टाइम फ्रेम सूटेबल है. अगर आप इंट्राडे ट्रेडर है तो इट हैज टू बी 1, 3 और 5 minutes here. Yes Sanjay ji, so this was negative divergence. Now you can see, so we have a fake breakout. Fake breakout के साथ हमारा RSI bearish divergence भी था, and we have a bearish candlestick pattern here guys. What is the pattern do you all see here? Can you all see there is a pattern where you can see there is a small red body which is inside the green body here, and then there is a big red candle. How many of you, yeah, that's a Harami pattern जहाँ पे छोटा candle है which is inside the body of a big candle. तो यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो this red body is inside the green candle's body here. So this is called as a Harami. So there is a bullish Harami and then there is a bearish Harami pattern as well. So we have got 3 signals. We have a fake breakout, we have an RSI negative divergence, and we have a candlestick pattern as well. Clear? Now at which level have we got this fake breakout guys? ये जो fake breakout है वो कौन से, you can call it as a hanging man, but more or less is it looks like a harami. So whatever, I mean अगर आप hanging man भी देख रहे हो then it's fine. Yeah, it's a, so when a small body is inside a big body, so that is basically what a harami is. ठीक है. Now ये जो fake breakout है वो कौन से level पे मिला है? Can you all tell me? Because this is the most crucial part, because ये होना भी काफ़ी important है. 20,063, very good. Pradeep ji is saying ये जो fake breakout है that is near about 20,063 levels. तो अगर 20,063 है तो which is the strike price that I should monitor? अगर मुझे resistance में कुछ signal चाहिए, so 20,063, so what will be my immediate resistance? Very good. Sandeep ji is saying 20,100, 20,050 थोड़ा नीचे हो जाएगा अरुण जी. सर अरुण जी, आप resistance के लिए take a strike price higher, support के लिए you can take a strike price lower. So 20,100, perfect. Now 20,100 में what should be the option activity at 20,100 strike price? What should you be getting? So I'm giving you 2 options. क्या call writer ज़्यादा होना चाहिए put writers से, या put writers ज़्यादा होना चाहिए call writers से? Because all the 3 signals that you have got here is your bearish signals. So at 20,100, if I want a confirmation, because when I have a fake breakout, when I have a bearish candlestick pattern, when I have the RSI indicating it's a negative divergence, so obviously at 20,100, I want more call writers than put writers. I want call writers to create pressure on put writers here guys. Anujay ji is saying put writers should be more. So put writers should be more. Is that the right answer? Now what will happen if put writers are more than the call writers? Think logically guys. मुझे चाहिए कि जो मुझे इंडिकेशंस मिला है वो बेरिश इंडिकेशंस है, तो ऑब्वियसली 20,100 में मुझे क्या चाहिए? आई वांट 20,100 टू टेल मी कि बॉस ये एक रेजिस्टेंस है और यहाँ से गिर सकता है. कॉल राइटर्स होना चाहिए ना, बिकॉज आई वांट मोर शॉर्ट्स टू बी क्रिएटेड एट 20,100, बिकॉज अगर ज़्यादा पुट राइटिंग होगा तो चांसेस है कि मानो फेक ब्रेकआउट तो दे दिया और फिर से रिवर्सल होके ऊपर चला जाएगा एंड इट माइट गो बियॉन्ड 20,100 ईयर, अगर पुट राइटर्स है तो. नाउ कुछ ऐसा रेशियो नहीं है कॉल राइटर्स और पुट राइटर्स में, जस्ट दैट वो जो लास्ट 5 मतलब जब वो प्राइस ब्रेकआउट हो रहा है उसी टाइम में आपको देखना है कि कॉल राइटर्स पुट राइटर्स पे प्रेशर क्रिएट कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. Obviously there will be some kind of OI build up that would have already happened at 20,100, but live market में जब ये change in OI देखते हैं, you have to see what is happening at 20,100. कॉल राइटर्स मिला, ये चारों कंडीशन मिला, ट्रेड भी उसके बाद घूम गया, तो दैट इज वाई वी हैव अ स्टॉप लॉस, बिकॉज और कंडीशंस हम नहीं देख सकते, बिकॉज और 3-4 कंडीशंस डाल दिया तो हो गया, फिर ट्रेड खत्म हो जाएगा, ट्रेड मिलेगा ही नहीं. इज द 4 कंडीशंस क्लियर? नाउ वेयर इज गोइंग टू बी माई एंट्री? तो जैसे ही आपको एक बेरिश हरामी पैटर्न मिलता है, व्हाट इज इट दैट वी नीड टू वेट फॉर गाइस? आफ्टर अ कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न हमें किसके लिए रुकना है? Can I say we have to wait for a confirmation? I am waiting for your answers guys. After a candlestick pattern, हम entry कहाँ पे लेते हैं? At which is the point that we enter? नहीं, शिवम जी saying retest. No, शिवम जी, यहाँ पे we are not looking at a retest. कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न के बाद क्या चाहिए? सो वी हैव अ फेक ब्रेकआउट, वी हैव एन RSI नेगेटिव डाइवर्जेंस, वी हैव मोर कॉल राइटर्स देन द पुट राइटर्स, कंफर्मेशन कैंडल. यस, सुमित जी सेइंग कंफर्मेशन कैंडल. तो जैसे ही वो एक कंफर्मेशन मिलता है हम लोग एंट्री लेंगे. एग्जैक्टली, you can take at the low or you can also take at the close of that big red candle, Sivaji. So this will be your entry. And can I say you will be buying put in this case? And कौन सा strike price होगा? I think we didn't discuss the strike price here. Will you go for at the money, in the money or out of the money? यार आप कौन सा strike price पे लो? So what? ये जो क्लोज है ना, उसका जो नियरेस्ट स्ट्राइक प्राइस है एंट्री प्राइस का, दैट विल बी योर स्ट्राइक प्राइस. सो दिस वाज नियर अराउंड 20,040. सो प्रिफर ट्रेडिंग इन फर्स्ट ITM और एट द मनी. डोंट गो फॉर डीप OTM गाइस, बिकॉज स्कैल्पिंग में OTM वोंट मूव एज मच एज योर ITM एंड ATM विल मूव. सो ATM इज सेफ, फर्स्ट ITM इज इवन सेफर. हाँ, you can Mallikarjun ji saying ATM 20,050. I think that is perfectly fine. एंड गो फॉर वीकली एक्सपायरी गए. मतलब अगर मान लो अभी ये हफ्ते में है और बैंक निफ्टी का कल एक्सपायरी है, तो गो फॉर दैट सेम वीक एक्सपायरी रादर देन गोइंग फॉर द नेक्स्ट वीक एक्सपायरी. एंड कीप योर स्टॉप लॉस एट द हाई. तो जहाँ पे हमारा कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न बनता है उसी के 2-3 पॉइंट ऊपर हमारा स्टॉप लॉस होगा. एंड लेट योर विनर्स रन. डोंट हैव अ फिक्स टारगेट. कीप ट्रेलिंग योर स्टॉप लॉस गाइस. कल्टिवेट दैट हैबिट ऑफ trailing your stop loss. Trust me, it will actually help you in the long run. Yes, is this setup clear guys? Can let me know in the chat box. Is this setup absolutely clear? Great. Now I'll show you some examples. So here you can see this is an example of Finnifty. यहाँ पे देखो, there was a fake breakdown, there was an RSI positive divergence, there was a candlestick pattern, and the price has actually moved up. So this was more like a morning star pattern here. Then there is one more example. Again here you can see there is a fake breakdown. The RSI is showing positive divergence. There is again a morning star pattern, and once this high is broken, you would have got a big move here. Then again you see there is a high here. This is the fake breakout where the price has made higher highs. RSI has made lower highs and the price has come down. So this is a bearish divergence. Now I want to show you an example where our stop has got hit. Now can you all see this case? Now this example this will make things very clear to you guys. Let me know if you all are with me. Can I get a heads up in the chat box? Because I have shown you cases where the trade has ended up on a profitable note, but it is also my duty to tell you कि अगर क्या ऐसे केस होता है जहाँ पे आपका ट्रेड गलत भी जा सकता है. Let me know guys if you are here with me in the chat box. Just comment a yes so that, because this is the most important part of the strategy, because this will actually help you to understand कि ऐसे भी scenarios हो सकते हैं and you should be mentally prepared for such kind of scenarios. You see what has happened here. Can I say we have got a fake breakdown? I want everyone to give me an answer in the chat box. Let's go step by step. Let us summarize all the rules here. Did we get a fake breakdown here? Rakesh ji is saying yes. Vishwendra ji is saying yes. So we have got a fake breakdown. Yes. Geetesh ji is saying yes. Do we have an RSI positive divergence as well? You can see the price is making lower lows where the RSI is making higher lows. Can I say we have an RSI positive divergence as well? Superb. Do you see some kind of a candlestick pattern, more like a morning star pattern? There's a three candle pattern here, and there is a confirmation as well. You see there's a candlestick pattern. See, I have taken a snapshot of this strike price as well. So this was near around 21,000 strike, guys. At 21,000 strike, what is it that you see in the option chain? So here you can see this was near about 11:45 is when our trade was triggered, and this is what the option activity was. So this was my 21,000 strike price. What is that 21,000 strike price indicating here? Do you see there are more? In fact, if you look at the option chain, I see that there are more put writers, and do you see that the call writers are exiting? Do you see that there are more put writers at 21,000, and do you see a negative figure here? The blue bars are in negative. So when blue bars are in negative, it means what? Ki call writers nikal rahe. The bears are actually exiting. So doesn't that make a strong signal? Ki the bears are exiting from the markets. So obviously there is kind of some short covering going on, and there are put writers. Basically they are creating fresh longs. So the market can't break 21,000 here, right? And look at what happened. You would have entered here at around 20,020, and look at what happened in the next candle, guys. Can anyone tell me what has happened here? What would have happened in the next candle? All four conditions met. Fake breakdown, RSI positive, candle pattern, confirmation, more put writing than call writing. But look at what has happened in the next one candle, guys. Can I say our stop got triggered? So be mentally prepared for these kind of scenarios as well, because that's the worst that can happen. इतना सब देखने के बाद यही हो सकता है, and that is why the moment आपका stop loss is hit, you come out of that position. Is that part clear, Vikas ji? Got the understanding of this strategy, guys? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, great. Yes, clear. Super. Pradeep ji saying clear. Great. So, one last thing before I take your question and answer, before we have our Q&A session. Is everyone able to see my screen? Can everyone see the TradingView chart here on my screen? So this is pertaining to today's trade, guys. So so this is BankNifty 5 minutes time frame. Let me see. The time frame is 5 minutes. Vishnuji, the one that you are mentioned, that is an option strategy. So this was the other trade that I had given. This was around 12:20 PM. So you would actually see that on the app as well as on Telegram. So remember, today I had given 48,200 put. This was around 12:20 PM, guys. Here in this candle. I'll just show you. I'll just mark it for you. Just a second. I'll go to 5 minutes time frame. Okay, guys, do you all see a fake breakout happening here at around 12.5? This is Samco's Telegram channel, अभी जी. अगर आप वहाँ पे नहीं हो तो आपको ऐप में भी, if you go to notes, you will see recommendation notes here. वहाँ पे आपको मिल जाएगा. The recommendations come on your Samco app as well as on Telegram, Vishnu ji. So we all see a fake breakout here in BankNifty at around 12.5. If you all can let me know, guys, in the chat box. This is the area. So here, this is where BankNifty had made a high, and this is where the fake. So it gave a breakout, and immediately there was a fake breakout here. Do you all see the fake breakout? And let me add an RSI indicator. Just a second. Okay. Guys, do you see an RSI bearish divergence as well? You see the price is making a higher high, whereas do you see the RSI is actually going downwards? You can see a high, a high, a high. The RSI is actually moving downwards. So the price is making higher highs, whereas the RSI is making lower highs. Do you see that as well? RSI negative divergence. This was on a 5-minute time frame. Yes. Can everyone see that, guys? I can only see Sandeep ji and Malik Arjun ji. Yeah, super. And there is one candlestick pattern that has been formed here, guys. Can you all tell me what is the candlestick pattern that you see? So if you can give me the name of the candlestick pattern that you see here. This area where it gave a breakout and immediately it came down. The name starts with E. Not exactly a shooting star. Doji बोल सकते हैं. Vanchit ji, I'll answer your question. Just give me 5 minutes. It's more of an evening star pattern, guys. Do you see a 3-star pattern here? Evening star pattern. Now I'll go to BankNifty. Obviously, now the data that you see here will be based on 3:30 PM data. But at what level did this fake breakout happen, guys? ये जो level था, what was the level of this fake breakout here? Can you all tell me the level? That's more like an evening star pattern. Do you see that this fake breakout happened around 48,300 zones? Very good. Arun Kumar ji is saying 48,300. This was around 48,300. Now, ideally, guys, what should happen at 48,300? Should you have more call writers than the put writers, or should you have more put writers than the call writers, considering that it is a bearish trade? And you can see this at 48,300. Obviously, this is 3:30 PM data. You have to check at that time. 12 बजे को क्या हो रहा था at 48,300? And what do you see at 48,300, guys? Do you see a massive call writing? So obviously, throughout the day, there was good amount of call writing that was happening at 48,300 and 48,500. अगर आपने आज मार्केट्स लाइव में अगर लाइव मार्केट ट्रैक किया होगा तो शायद आपने देखा होगा कि 48,300, 48,400, 500 में देयर वर मोर कॉल राइटर्स. मतलब पुट राइटर्स में उतना दम नहीं था आज. So what are all these indicating towards, guys? And do you see there was a nice bearish move? If you remember, I gave this 48,200 put at 210 with a stop loss at 150 for an initial target of 300. But हुआ क्या ना, when this green, ये जो तीन green candles था यहाँ पे, the premium wasn't moving as much as the spot was moving today. So if you remember, there was an update that I had sent to close the position at 250. At the moment I sent out that notification, in the next 10 minutes it went until 320. I don't know how many of you all actually saw that and how many of you all actually took the trade here. Because I go with fixed targets, especially in recommendations, because then मेरे को update करके ये करके by the time the notification reaches out to you, it becomes very hard for me to have an open target. तो मुझे एक target देना पड़ता है. Then now that you know how to navigate around this, so that you can play it out smartly whenever next time the recommendations come here. Is this part clear, guys? If you can let me know in the chat box, Umesh ji, Sandeep ji. So that is all that I wanted to cover in today's session, guys. So that was all about option buying using multi-confirmation. How did you all find this session, guys? Amit ji is asking, is it applicable to shares? Yes, you can use it in shares as well, Amit ji, but you need to have a good tracking mechanism because आप कितने सारे shares में ढूंढोगे, so you need to have a fixed set of stocks that you have to monitor and look for such cases here. Pradeep ji saying fantastic, informative, thanks. Or if you have any questions, guys, any last minute questions, you can let me know. So we have another 5 minutes to go, so I can answer your questions. Good information, full of insights, and we will be having these kind of webinars frequently, guys. So there'll be strategy sessions, there'll be sessions on option strategies, option Greeks, implied volatility, what is implied volatility percentile, and so we'll be having a lot of these informative webinars going ahead. Yes, Shivam ji, if you have a question, you can let me know. Yes, Sandeep ji, can we have a recording? Yes, the session was recorded, and I'll see how this session can be disseminated to you. So we'll see that. Very informative. Thank you. The price, Shivam ji is asking, the price action in an options premium chart shows a break while the index chart remains unaffected. Ideally, just see what is happening on the spot chart, Shivam ji. अगर वहाँ पे आपको fake breakout, fake breakdown मिलता है, then you act accordingly on the basis of that premium chart. Don't see what is happening in the premium chart here. Keep your spot chart as the base, and you मतलब वो जो spot का जो high या low है वही आपका stop loss होगा. So अगर वो hit होता है, so at that time you have to exit from your position here. Don't use any other indicators, MACD. If it is helping you in improving your decision here, then only it makes sense to add it. Nahi to you can very well go with these kind of indicators. See, in Vanchichi, in 1 minute, chances are that you might get one trade in any of these indexes on a daily basis. 3 minutes, 5 minutes में maybe once in 3 days you might get a trade. अगर आप 5 minute follow कर रहे हो तो शायद week में 3 या 4 trade मिल रहे हैं आपको. So in a month you can expect a minimum of 10 trades based on this setup. So first you need to fix your time frame and then just keep looking for the setup in that time frame. But अगर आप 5 minutes में कर रहे हो तो make sure that you have a bigger target or an open target, because उसमें opportunity कम आता है. तो जब भी आता है you make sure that you capitalize on that. You can use momentum indicators, Rajesh ji is asking, for these fake breakouts, but I would say just focus only on these price action to identify fake breakouts and fake breakdowns. Please tell about trade in the start of market. It becomes very difficult for me to tell the trade at the start because I usually wait for my setup and then only I'll be able to give the recommendation. And that can actually happen anytime. It might happen at 10, 11, 2, 1. It can happen at any time during the day. Yeah, we'll see that. Nice information. Shivaji saying, in case the OI is not confirming. Shivaji, in case the OI is not confirming, in spite of you getting the other 3 signals, avoid the trade. You ideally want all the confirmations, OI, candlestick, RSI and price action, only then you take a trade. Along with a confirmation with a candlestick pattern. That is also important. Sure. Okay. So that's all from my end, guys. I hope it was a great session. And hopefully look forward to meet you guys very soon. So that's all from my end, guys. Have a great week and take care and stay safe. Bye.
Samco Trading App. आप ही के ट्रेडिंग का अनदेखा सच.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.